Why has Allah prohibited riba, money being lent on it? They don't teach this in universities, no. I've studied in several universities, I know. In Surah Al-Rum of the Quran, Allah begins the process of teaching the subject. And He does it by offering a contrast between riba and charity. وَمَا آتَيْتُمْ بَعْدَ أَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ وَمَا آتَيْتُمْ مِنْ رِبًا لِيَرْبُوَ فِي أَمْوَالِ النَّاسِ فَلَا يَرْبُو عِنْدَ اللَّهِ. That which you put out or you invest in riba, that your capital sum might increase at the expense of the wealth of others. فِي أَمْوَالِ النَّاسِ. It will not increase with Allah. Allah rejects this. وَمَا آتَيْتُم مِّن زَكَاةٍ تُرِيدُونَ وَجْهَ اللَّهِ. But what you give in charity, seeking Allah's face, Allah's pleasure. فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُضْعِفُونَ. This is going to multiply many, many, many times. And so you have to ask the question, because the Quran does not tell you, and the Hadith does not tell you. And so you have to think, what is a perfect act of charity? It is to give and to take nothing in return. What is a perfect act of riba? It is to take and give nothing in return. Allah speaks in the Quran a second time to explain why riba is haram. It's there in the Quran, and you read it. And He says, الَّذِينَ يَأْكُلُونَ الرِّبَا. Those who consume riba, لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس. They do not live except as a people who appear to be driven to madness by the touch of shaitan. From the Oval, the White House come down, eh? They appear to be a people who have been driven to madness by the touch of shaitan. And this is because they say, إِنَّمَا الْبَيْعُ مِثْلُ الرِّبَا. They argue that money lending is a form of business. It's a legitimate form of business to lend money on interest. That's what the universities teach. But Allah responds, and this is His response, وَأَحَلَّ اللَّهُ الْبَيْعَ وَحَرَّمَ الرِّبَا. But Allah has made business halal, and He's made riba haram. So what is the message? Over there, the contrast was charity and riba. Over here, the contrast is business and riba. Why is a riba transaction not business? Why does it not qualify as business? What's the meaning of the contrast? What's the message being sent? What is the education being offered? Answer. In a business transaction, you have to embrace risk. R-I-S-K. You can make a profit, or you can suffer a loss. The best businessman will tell you that. Sometimes you can make a profit, and sometimes you can suffer a loss. That is business. And when you embrace risk, you take the chance, then Allah says it is His responsibility to distribute wealth and to redistribute wealth. One day for you and one day for him. It is his responsibility to ensure, listen carefully that wealth does not remain concentrated only with the wealthy. Like كَيْ لَا يَكُونَ الدُّولَةَ بَيْنَ الْأَغْنِيَاءِ مِنْكُمْ, it's in the Quran. No, that's a sick economy where wealth remains permanently with the rich countries of the world. A healthy economy, but they will never teach that in Oxford. A healthy economy is one in which wealth circulates through the economy. So the rich today can be poor tomorrow, and the poor today can be rich tomorrow. And therefore, Allah wants you to embrace risk so that He can intervene to take from some and give to others. That's business. That's the importance of business. So what is riba? In a riba transaction, the moneylender does not want to embrace risk, does not want to suffer loss. He wants a risk-free investment. He wants to immunize himself from the possibility of loss. And when he lends on interest and he secures his capital sum with a mortgage, then provided that the law is on his side, and he can go to the law if the borrower defaults, then the money lender is lending with no possibility of loss, only profit. And because Allah will not intervene now, because you've closed the door on him, the implication of an economy being based on riba, the economy would be one in which the rich of Pakistan would remain permanently rich, and the poor of Pakistan will remain permanently poor. When the rich are permanently rich and the poor are imprisoned in permanent poverty, that is oppression.